Smriti, you run a wealth tech platform as well. What have you found in terms of who's making the investment calls and in whose names is it being made? Are the men?
Uh, yeah, actually, I have a very interesting story to share here too. We're a wealth tech platform, so we have a lot of investors investing on the platform who are basically um, just a second.
Smriti, yeah, we have a voice issue. Yeah,
Yeah, is it better now?
much better.
Yeah. So I was saying that obviously we have a lot of investors on the platform, dominantly, of course, men. And I realized that once there was this customer who reached out to us saying that I have an issue. I don't understand investing. I don't understand how to invest through this platform. So I personally happen to take that call because I do take some customer calls on a daily basis. And when I called this woman up, she said that, thank you for calling. I'm glad that you called. But sorry, I don't understand a lot about investing. Can you actually talk to my husband? He takes care of my investment account and basically my savings. So it's better that you explain this to him and then he'll take care of it. So that's when I realized that it is actually true. What I've been hearing about, how men sort of take over all the finances and all the investments of their partners, their daughters, it actually does happen. And women are sort of, they do create their accounts, but ultimately it's men, their partners, their fathers who are actually handling it over the time. So then I started explaining. I told her that it's okay, I'll explain it to your husband only, but is it fine if you just listen to the conversation at least? She said yes, and she started listening to the conversation. I was explaining everything, and on the go, she had a lot of doubts. And to my surprise, she had much better and much she her understanding of investing was actually much better compared to her husband. So on that note, I just wanted to share that it's not that women don't understand investing. It's not that it's complicated for us. It's just that we're not aware enough, and we just don't take that first step. um, it's been proven historically that women are better risk managers. Women are good at savings, as it was mentioned earlier. We're good at making bargains. We're naturally good at everything that has to do with money. It's just that I think we're not confident enough yet to be able to say that I can manage my own money. And that's because right since the beginning it's been perpetuated in our minds that maths is for men. It's men are good at maths. They're good with numbers. These are big things. With always jargons are thrown at us, and that's why we never feel confident to even start investing. But believe me, I've seen that even on our platform, on our app, I've seen that all the women investors, they tend to have much better discipline, and in fact much better returns over the time as compared to men. They're much more disciplined when it comes to SIP, systematic investment plans. They make their goals in a much better way as compared to men. So I've seen that even on our app. I think I've seen it being proven again and again. It's just that we need to take that first step to be able to feel confident enough. Nothing, as they say, nothing bad happens when women have more money, and we need to be in charge and control of that money. And I do feel that on the other side of the road, the men who are helping women do all of this, take care of the money, they need to take some actions too. I mean, my father, he would actually push me to file my own taxes, to manage my own money, to invest on my own. While that might seem a little inconvenient at first, it does help in the long run. I see that men, when women come to them asking for help, that can you help me with this, can you help me with that, and over the time they get so comfortable that they just leave everything to men. Men actually need to also push their partners, their daughters, that I'll help you, I'll guide you, but you need to take care of this yourself. So I think that will also play a lot of difference, because then women would be sort of forced to understand things themselves, manage it over the time. And believe me, I think all of us here would agree that it's not a rocket science. It's something that we can do as well as men do, in fact better. We just need to take that first step, and I think men need to help women in that too.
Why men? We are there now. Let the women come to us. What is this men? अब फिर men के पास भेज दिया? No, no, no. Don't go to men. Come to us. Okay, we are enough women advisors here. Speaking of advisor, Mrin, my friend. So you've been a private wealth manager. You've advised some very rich people. I would love to know whether their wives sat in those conversations. And now that you are doing sort of corporate financial wellness, where you go into corporates and you see sort of employees of all segments, what have you found? Hopefully, in the last 7-8 years that I've been doing this, there's been progress. But I'd love to hear from you. What did you find in your previous life with advising very ultra rich people, and what are you seeing right now in terms of how women are investing?
Thanks, Hansi. Lovely to be here today on this panel with you. And yes, this is the reason that I got into financial education, because all through my life as a financial advisor, I never saw spouses of clients coming in, and I had 100% male clients. Never the spouses would get involved in the conversation, would not, actually people were scared when I used to go, because especially the women, they were really scared कि ये कोई question ना पूछ ले, हमसे, right? And I remember one of the spouses even telling me that I was so scared that you're coming because I don't know what to talk with you. So, I kind of said like, oh, women in finance are not so bad. I think we are very approachable, much more approachable than the men in finance, certainly. But yes, it has been a struggle to make women understand the need for them to be financially independent and not only focus on the economic independence aspect. Everybody wants to earn money, but that's not enough, right? You need to take it a step further, and you need to start investing and saving. I do see more interest, but still, like Anuradha talked about family dynamics, and we primarily work on the working professional space. And you'll be surprised to see how family dynamics play out even in that space, right? You would think it would play out more in the maybe the underprivileged, but it plays out a lot in the educated working professional space as well. I think there's a lot to be done, a lot more education. But I also feel that women themselves need to realize the importance of this. It's yes, they are not confident, but today women realize the importance of physical health, but they do not really realize the importance of financial health.
An investor education and awareness initiative of Aditya Birla Sun Life Mutual Fund. Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme related documents carefully.